one of the best, if not the best, right now at keeping distance. So all them other guys that was standing in front being a heavy bag, taking all them combinations, Floyd gonna keep him at the end of the stick like this. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm measuring you, I'm working on my timing with the right hand. So as soon as you jump in, he gonna get cracked. I'm telling you, he gonna get cracked. So and the step back left hook is nice too. Yeah, the check hook. That's what Ricky Hatton got put into the turnbuckle with.
Become an amateur boxer. You know what I mean? The best boxer in the tri-state area. God gifted his hands. Mr. Titus Williams himself was in the building. Welcome in the loop, man, on Yak Radio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. You know, finally set this thing up. We got the big fight going down this Thursday at the Barclays. You know what I mean?
The show's going down, baby.
It's going down? Alright. Brooklyn stand up, right?
Stand up.
Alright. Now, I'm not even going to ask why they call you God gifted, man. I see the hand skills is on point. You know what I mean? But just tell us why. Why you think you got that name, man? Why do you think you got that name? I know why.
Well, I feel like, let me see. I got that name because when I was in my mother's stomach, basically, you know, my mother's real religious. She goes to church. We all do actually.
Okay.
But when I was on her stomach, her pastor at the time put his hand on her stomach and said, "This is gonna be a gifted child." So, you know, one time I was watching 24/7 and I seen Floyd Mayweather. He said a lot of fighters are talented, but I'm God gifted. So when I seen that, it was just automatically it matched. It just matched. It just worked.
Right.
So I said, that's me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got the hand skills. You know, I got the defense. Most importantly, I got the brain.
Okay.
So I feel like I got the whole package, and I'm versatile. So, you know, the whole God gifted thing just worked. And I just ran with it.
So the stars are lined up.
Stars lined up. Puzzle fit right together.
That's what's up. Now, how long have you been boxing?
I've been boxing for 6.5 years now.
Okay.
Yup. I started in first fight was in January 2009. I started training 3 months before that. So the first time I stepped in the gym was 2008, and never stopped.
Okay. Alright. Got a question from B?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's definitely impressive. You said, what, 6 years you've been boxing?
6.5 years, man. Yep.
All right, so I'm sure you face people or whatever who had like crazy amateur backgrounds. Do you think that that's a disadvantage to you that you just started lately?
You see, like you said, I started at age 18. So when I started off and made the decision that I was actually going to compete, I knew that a lot of guys, they started at like age 8, 10, some earlier, you know, around that age. So I knew I had to work harder. So basically, I used to put in crazy hours. I'll be the first one in the gym, last one in the league. I was putting in 4 to 5 hours a day when I first started in the gym. So, and that's different, like, because a lot of fighters, they just, you know, some do an hour, some do 2 hours, but nobody was doing four a day. And I committed myself. I knew I was playing catch up. I said, if I'm gonna take this serious, I gotta catch up. I gotta surpass all of these people. So slowly but surely, it lined up where I had to fight these guys with like 100 fights, and I got like 20 fights or at the time 15 fights. So I fought all of the top fighters in New York, and I beat them. You know, I worked my way up and I beat them, and I'm the #1 in New York in my weight class.
What's your record?
I got about 70 amateur fights. I would say I have about maybe 10, 11 losses.
Okay.
But you know, you start out as a novice. You know, you work your way up in the game. But once I found out that conditioning was key, and I committed myself to the conditioning and the work I was doing outside the gym, I just took off from there, and then the wins just started piling up. Got about 12, 13 titles.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the belts in your gram. Like, damn, you done hold like an armored truck over there, man.
Golden gloves right here.
Right.
And I won the Sugar Ray Robinson Award. That's the best boxer in the whole tournament. So they give that to one person. You know, every weight class, like just they give it to one person.
So you just in there kicking ass, then?
Yeah, man. You know, I got to. I'm dedicating myself to this. I'm committing myself to it. So I have to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what What weight class are you in?
I fight in lightweight, 132 pounds. Open class, elite.
Yeah, you got a lot of boxers over there at 132 and around that time. Let me ask you something. Riggin Diao. What you think about him? That's somebody you looking to fight? Guillermo, you know that.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Actually, guys like that, I learned from those type of guys. He's. I think he 2 gold medals in the Olympics. Hundreds of amateur fights. But yeah, when you pace yourself and you work your way up in the ranks, and if that fight ever presented itself later on, when I'm ready for it, then I'll definitely take it. I'll never run hard, no fighting. But you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart in this business. You gotta take the time you gotta take the fight when you're ready for it. So I'm learning from him right now, but eventually, just like I did in amateur boxing, I worked my way up and I took that #1 spot. I'm gonna do the same thing in the pros.
Okay.
All right, now, did you try to mimic any boxers?
No, but I do learn. I'm a sponge. I'm a sponge. I learn from everybody.
Okay.
From Mike Tyson, moves from Mike Tyson. I heard y'all talking about him earlier. We're gonna bring back the bite of the ear. I'm just joking, but yeah, I'm a sponge. I learn from everybody. From Floyd Mayweather, to Tyson, to Ali, Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Robinson, Bennett, Pernell Whitaker.
You a student of the game?
I'm a student of the game. I'm a sponge, man. If I see you do it, I could do it. That's another gift I was born with.
Yeah, cause it's crazy because I was checking you out on YouTube and everything, and I saw you had a match or whatever, and you was out there moving like Roy. You ducking low, you going like this, you leaning and rocking with it. And then you caught something. I was like, damn! I'm like, he looking like Roy Jones back in his ring, man.
I take that as a compliment because that's what I said to myself. I said if anybody ever put me in the gym and taught me how to use these hands the right way, I could do exactly what I see Roy Jones do. Because that's before I even started boxing, I knew who he was, just because of the art and the skills and the fun and the pizzazz that he brought to the ring was crazy. Like, so he was very entertaining.
Yeah, he had a swagger.
He had the swag. His swagger was different. From you can't name another fighter that was bringing it like he was bringing it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
With the skills and the power and the head speed. I mean, Prince Nassim had the flash.
Right.
He wasn't Roy Jones Jr.
What's his name there too? Sweepy, Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah.
That boy was bad, man.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
bad. His defense is second to none.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was a beast.
Yeah, he was
And
definitely.
he was lefty, so it made it a little hard.
It's crazy. You kind of resemble Sweet Pea a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
You get that? I'm looking like you looking like Sweet Pea over here. Speaking of Sweet Pea.
He's somehow related to one of my cousins, like through marriage. And
Oh,
stuff
word?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's connected in the family line, but I'm not saying that's why I look like him. I just get that sometimes.
Let me ask you, so before every match, right, is it true that you can't have intercourse because your knees weak?
They say that some people say it's a myth, and some people say, but I think it's true. I think it's true because I just say I think it's true. I think it is. I stay away from all that around fight time.
A word?
Yeah.
So you celibate?
Huh?
You been celibate since you been training?
We said? I mean, a fight of this magnitude, I have to. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay focused. I was on the prize, and then we deal with that later after the fact.
Okay. So how long have your training camps been?
Oh man, the amateur system is tournaments every month, so it's just decide what tournaments you enter. So I stay busy. I'm in the gym all year round. I don't take breaks. I've been boxing 6.5 years. The only break I ever took was about 2 months.
Wow, man. So being that you say you have about 70 wins, 11 losses, so that's about 80 fights.
No, I have about 70 fights. So
about 70 fights.
Yeah.
So how many fights do you fight within a year?
Oh man. Well, if you do the math on that, then that's about 10 fights a year. But I fight more than that. I definitely fight more than that. I fight the nationals. I fight 5. You keep winning, you keep fighting. You fight 5 days in a row. The national,
Okay.
Are you worried about concussions or speech impairment from getting hit in the wrong spot in your head? Or?
Nah, I don't worry about that. You know what it is? I truly dedicate myself to training and defense, not getting hit. Nobody likes getting hit, but I could take a punch, but I don't like taking it.
I mean, we've had big professionals like Ali get messed up in his head. So that's why I'm like, are you worried about?
No, I'm not worried about that at all. But Ali, you gotta remember, he was a heavyweight, so he's fighting at 200 something plus pounds, and he's fighting bigger guys too than him. And heavyweights, imagine 200 something pounds being hit in your head constantly, and just even a single punch like a jab, that's 200 and something pounds. We're taught to use our body weight when we punch. You know what I mean? People think it's just the fist or just the arm. Nah, using your whole body weight. So he constantly had 200 something pounds banging into his head for the course of so many years. So basically, you know, nobody knows if he would have still got that condition if he never boxed. But you know, we credit it to boxing, but that's probably why. Because you know, the heavyweight division, I'm nowhere near that, so I'm staying down here with it too.
I hear you, man. And, you know, they say it takes a special type of person to get into boxing.
Sure.
You know, and knowing that these things can happen to you, you know, why not choose, you know, you live in Freeport or whatever. And Elmont, I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's so many other sports to get into. You know, like what about boxing really grabbed your attention and made you feel like, oh man, I got to be in that ring?
It's an individual sport. I don't like looking at my teammate or my partner or my coach say it's his fault, say it's their fault, pointing fingers, pointing the blame. Nah, whatever I put in this sport is what I'm gonna get out, and that's how I like to do business. That's how I like to do everything. Whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. That's the true testament of hard work pays off.
I feel you. And like you said, you made an interesting point about the business of it. I mean, you could be an excellent boxer, but at the same time, if you don't have the right promotional team down with you, you know, you're not really gonna go too far. So I want to ask you, are you looking at getting down with a large promotional company, or you want to do it by yourself? Like, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't want to do it independently, but I definitely would want to get with a pretty big promotional company, because those promotional companies, they get you the TV time. You know, obviously the TV time gets you the exposure, and that exposure gets you the followers, and followers get you that money. So that's what we're doing, is for the money. Of course, you do it for the love of sport, but you got to feed your family, you got to feed yourself, you got to provide, and I'm trying to set up something for generations to come. So basically, I'm looking toward, you know, signing with a big promoter. So we're going to take these Golden Gloves. Then after that, we're going to the National Golden Gloves in Vegas, and we're going to, you know, sit down, me and my coach, me and my team, and we're going to figure out what's the best direction to go, you know, and what's going to make the decision is what's best for my family.
Most definitely. What's up, man?
That's what's up. Now, they say that styles make fights, right?
Yeah.
What's your fighting style, and what style gives you the most problems?
I would say I'm a boxer puncher. So you have boxers and you have brawlers. Basically, a boxer puncher is, you can do both. You know, I'm more versatile than, because some boxers, they just box, they have no power, and they just run, stuff like that. I got power. I hit like a middleweight.
Like a mule. I
do. I ain't anybody out for. So basically, I'm a boxer puncher. So I could sit there, I could bang, or I could just outbox you. But I'm a counter puncher though. So I'm smart. Like if you make a mistake, I'm reacting quickly. If I catch it, if I defend the shot, I'm countering quickly. That's how I fight. I'm patient. I have more of a pro style than an amateur style also. So, yeah, that's my style. Like, you know, I get compared to Floyd, I get compared to Roy, I get compared to Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea. Yeah, that's really the comparisons I get. And those names, that's some top names right there. So I feel good when I get those type of comparisons.
Well, that's great company. I mean, you're getting mentioned with great fighters. Yeah. Now, you bring up something good about the counterpunching. Like, I like to do YouTube videos or whatever. You know what I mean? I like to make prediction videos.
Yeah.
And I put together a video talking about the punch stats.
Okay.
With the fight that's coming up with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
I'm sure that's the biggest thing in boxing right now. Manny Pacquiao is an offensive genius.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Offensive genius. Offensive genius. He's Yeah, I guess so.
You saying it like it's a hard time, man. You know.
See, I have a hard time, judging Manny Pacquiao. I just the way I view him as a very fast game fighter. Like he's down, he'll fight whatever, whenever, whoever. Yeah. He's game. He's very fast. He got some skills. You can't take that away from him. He never said no to a fight. But I don't know if he's all for the genius. I can't say that.
All right. Let's say you and your team, y'all going into a fight with Pacquiao. Yeah. What would be some of the things that you would work on?
Stepping to the left and countering, just like wait for him. He jumps in a lot, so he overcommits his punches. So you use fighters like that use their aggression against him. So he keep coming forward constantly. And he throws a lot of flurries and stuff like that, but it's all about timing. So timing beats speed. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You gotta keep good distance and you gotta constantly jab him. And you gotta catch him coming in with that right hand the same way Marquez did. That's how I would fight him. And constantly, I wouldn't move to my left fighting him. Because a lot of times they tell you to fight a southpaw moving to the left. But I wouldn't move to my left. Well, maybe it depends. Because that left hand do come down the middle quick. So it depends. Quick, so if it's coming down the middle too quick, I'm gonna start moving to my left.
All right. So you make adjustments.
I make adjustments. That's
okay.
Exactly. You have to make adjustments.
And they talk about basically your foot position against southpaws. Like,
exactly.
How would you establish your foot position against Pacquiao?
You have to count. It's all in counters. Because as you can see, he jumps back and forth from side to side. He's like really agile. So once he's coming in, you got to place that foot on the outside of his foot, so that lines him up with your right hand, and he's gonna jump right into that right hand. So it's lead right hands all day, and that's exactly how Floyd gonna beat him.
Well, we saw a dude from Long Island, another cat from Long Island, go out there. He had a whole bunch of plans, but it wasn't looking too good for Algeria out there, man.
Chris Algeria, that's my boy. Much love to him. Shout out to Chris. He comes down to the gym a lot and spars also, but it's just levels. He just wasn't really there yet. But in boxing, if an opportunity presents itself like that, you have to take it. It's about paydays. You're a prize fighter. So when is he gonna, get another chance like that? He could have took a lower level fight and then maybe. But if you start talking fights against Floyd Mayweather or Pacquiao, you gotta jump to that. Because those guys are about to retire soon.
Exactly.
And what if you get lucky? You're the man. You're the new superstar. So.
Yeah, you got the juice now. As they say, right?
What they say.
So you can see yourself taking Mayweather's belt, huh?
You gotta move up a little bit to fight.
Oh yeah, we different weight classes, and if whoever's across the ring from me, you know what I'm saying, whether it's the guy on Thursday or Floyd Mayweather, you gotta get the work. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm gonna train. I got to.
So how would you prepare for Floyd?
Oh man.
Put him on the spot.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
His defense is sharp. It's like the defense is different. I feel like
you know what?
You gotta box Floyd.
Hold that thought. We're gonna come back. Let you answer that. You know what I mean? Give you a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
We're gonna let you answer that. We're also gonna talk about this fight that's coming up on April 2nd at the Barclays Center that you're fighting in, and we're gonna get into your closing lines you have going on too. You know what I mean? So we're gonna chop it up with that, and you gotta answer that question when we come back. My man Jay's gonna play something for us. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna come back more with the champ. You know what I mean? Make sure I keep it locked on the loop on YakRadio.com, and I may be chopping it up with the homie Titus Williams. God's gifted hands. And make sure I keep it locked, man. Call up. You got a question for this man? Call up. He here. We here. Let's get it. What you got for him, Jigs?
Okay. We fought in November in the Metropolitan Championships.
Okay.
So I beat him.
How many rounds?
Amateur boxing 3 rounds.
Okay.
It's a little tough to knock dudes out because of the headgear. Right. But I dropped him in the 2nd round.
Okay.
And then he got up and gave him a standing 8 right after that. So one more standing 8 in the fight. The fight would have been done.
Okay.
By TKO. Actually, the referee stopped the contest. That's what it would have been. But I just beat him. I believe it was unanimous decision. I beat him all 3 rounds.
Wow.
He's an aggressive guy, but
young dude, you're only 19.
He 20.
20,
He
20.
20. But you know, we're gonna teach him a lesson.
Yeah,
teach the young boy a lesson. Another one.
Yeah, we saw that boy Deontay Wilder getting dropped in the images, man. You seen that clip?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So,
it can happen to anybody. Well, you know, unfortunately, it ain't happened to me yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't plan on it happening to me. But,
It's good. Think positive.
well, you said it. I mean, you know, have you ever been hurt in a fight?
no.
Never been buzzed.
I mean, I felt the shot, but it wasn't like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Actually, let me see. I got, a matter of fact, yeah. It was like the bell was about to ring at the end of the second round, and I got caught with the right hand, and I just grabbed the dude. But then, like, the bell rang already.
Instinctive.
Yeah, the bell rang. And then, you know, once I sat down and stuff, I was good. And came back, I won that fight, too.
So let me ask you, you know, the average person has never really been in a boxing ring. They never really had fights, too. You know, you'd be amazed at how many people never really have fights. But explain to the people, how does it feel to, like you said, take a punch? Floyd always say, everybody got a game plan till they take a punch, man. So, you know, tell the people how it feels and what's going through your mind, you know, when you take a punch.
Let me see. Well, see, the thing is, I fight at lightweight, so you're not gonna have a lot of guys that have power that I have. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that do, you just gotta be sharper. You gotta be sharp. So your defense gotta be intact. You know, you gotta read. I read body language, so I kind of know what you're gonna throw before you throw it. And people like, yo, you seen this fight before it happened or something like that? You know, kind of like Sweet Pea, or Floyd, but. Nah, I read body language, but actually getting caught with a punch or getting caught with a shot, I mean that's when you touch your chin. I got one, so I can't really. How does it feel? I don't know what to compare it to. Like, what do you compare it to? Let's see.
A bag of bricks.
Yeah, that's probably good.
I'm usually on the other side, man. I'm usually giving out the punishment. I don't really take it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got caught, you know, buzzing and sparring and stuff like that, but. I say I'll get hurt more in sparring than in an actual real fight.
Now, I see you. You know that you rub elbows with a lot of famous people like Zab Judah, Floyd Mayweather Sr. You know Floyd, all the people that's already in the loop. So, what's some of the best pieces of advice that you've gotten from people in the industry?
Just be a student of the game in everything that you do. Stay a student. Always learn. Never feel like you know it all. You know what I mean? You can always learn from anybody. I could learn something from, you know, somebody younger than me.
Right.
You know, I could learn something on Thursday from this kid during the fight and to make the adjustments and then beat him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be sharp. Stay sharp. Control your business. That's what I learned from Floyd Mayweather. You know, you gotta know your worth. You can't just settle for anything. You know, that's getting paid wise. That's like like picking the people that you choose to have in your circle. You know what I mean? People that. So you gotta be on top of your business. Stay on top of your game. That's what I really learned when it comes to everything. You gotta be sharp.
So you said knowing your worth or whatever. That's interesting. Let me ask you this: if there was a fighter that was basically preparing to face somebody who had a similar style to you, do you see yourself as a sparring partner, or would you say no?
If he was a name, and if he had like a lot of, you know, a name and a lot of experience and somebody I could learn from, like, then yeah, if it was worth it, for sure, because. You know, you gotta pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bills too.
Yeah, you gotta pay. So, but I don't consider myself a sparring partner. But I would definitely, certain people, yeah, like I would.
So since we're on that topic of sparring partners, we here. Well, I'm sure you've seen the video of Floyd Mayweather fighting against Paul Spadafora.
Yeah.
Where Spadafora was handing it to him in sparring. Do you think that you could tell a lot about how a fight is going to happen from the sparring?
You can, because some guys, their style is your style. So in a fight, you're either gonna bring that to the table, or you're gonna bring more. You know what I mean? But that style, you're gonna see that similar style, that similar habits that they do in sparring in the fight. So it helps a lot too. Like this kid, I'm fighting Thursday. Before he came up to my weight class, he used to fight at 123. We used to spar. You know what I mean? And he used to just put pressure, constant pressure, bring the aggression. So going into the fight, I knew what I was going to be up against. I knew how to train. You know what I'm saying? I knew the adjustments to make. Kind of knew his punch sequences. You know, I don't forget stuff like that. Yeah. And actually, we ended up getting in a real fight in the gym.
I mean, a real fight.
Yeah.
Gloves off?
Nah, the gloves was on. We was fighting on the floor and all that. So, basically what happened was, like I said, he fought at 123. He came up to my weight class, 132. I'm the man at 132. So I'm looking at it as a regular sparring session. He looking at it like I'm his comp.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess, you know, he got a little barrier in his back or whatever, something on his shoulder. He trying to prove something. So he was just talking trash in the sparring session. So I had to put it on him. And then he was still talking. Then I started talking. And he had me on the ropes. So he threw a punch or whatever, and I slipped it. He fell through the ropes. When he fell through the ropes, I hit him. So he's hanging out there, I hit him. Boom! He turns around and spears me. So we in the ring just getting it on. And then I told him, I went to the back and I told him, I said, listen, come to Metros, come November, you better be in shape. You better be in the best shape of your life, man. So then he was like, all right, I'm gonna be ready. I said, no, you won't. But you better get as ready as you can get.
Yeah.
So then we fought, and I told you what happened. Second round, he got dropped. First round, he got outboxed. And the third round, I played with him.
So basically, you know what's gonna happen on Thursday.
I mean, I believe in myself. I believe in my skills, and you can't sleep on nobody. I know he's gonna bring his A game. He's gonna be more aggressive this time than he was last time. Cause everybody know they can't box with me. You're not outboxing me. So you're gonna put the pressure. You're gonna try to outfight me, and you're gonna feel my power. You're gonna get dropped again.
So what's the plan for after Thursday? You know, after you get this W.
I have my second pair of Golden Gloves. You know, they saying I may get in the Golden Glove history. They never gave out the Sugar Ray Robinson Award twice to the same fighter. See, I won it in 2013, but they saying I'm up, you know, to make history and possibly get it for the second time, be the first fighter in Golden Glove history, you know, to get that award. And, you know, God willing, that's humbling right there, you know, because we know the big names that came through the Golden Gloves. And if you don't even know boxing, you know what the Golden Gloves is.
Right.
Like, so basically, you know, if I get that award, I just feel accomplished, man, and then, you know, we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna have a good time with the family.
Okay.
We sold mad tickets and we go to nationals, win the nationals, and then turn pro.
So yeah, you say celebrate, man. You know, are you a boxer 24/7 all the way around? Because we got certain people out, you know, who will definitely remain nameless, but they from the hood or whatever, Brooklyn. You know, I guess you could draw whatever you want to draw from that. They got videos of him beating people up after shooting craps. You know what I mean? Videos of cats going to the club drinking. Do you stay away from this type of stuff, or you know? Yeah, I stay
away from it. You know, the way you take care of your body is how you're gonna perform in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is a lifestyle. It's not your regular sport. So you gotta dedicate yourself to the sport. You know, like really dedicate yourself to the sport. So like that just exactly what you just said caused me to, you know, make another design with my clothing line, which is God-gifted lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You have to maintain a certain type of lifestyle in the ring, outside the ring, you know, meeting people, business, everything. So
you've had no street fights? You trying to tell me nobody's ever like, yo, you think you all that? How about this?
Since I started boxing, no, I haven't had any street fights. Before that, yes.
Wow.
Is either they scared or I just carry myself a certain way.
How them things are outside the ring, nobody's ever, no fools ever. Wow.
I'm a pretty popular guy. People
Popular, but wow.
Nah, they don't. They don't know. You know, they say stuff like, yo, man, you think you boxing, you tough now because you boxing? I was tough before that. And, you know, boxing disciplines me. I know how to carry myself, and, you know, I hit somebody, I'm doing more time than a regular person. These are deadly weapons right here. I'm not playing.
Now coming up, you know you always said, you know your hand skills was always on point.
Yeah.
So coming up, did you fight a lot as a child? Like, You know what I mean? Did people test you?
When I was born in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
but I lived in Queens for a little bit. The school system in Queens is different from the school system in Long Island.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
the
Big
way
difference.
people is a
Yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah.
So I had to fight every day as a kid. I'm just fighting all the time. I ain't cared. I just went to school to fight. My mom bought me a new Green Bay jacket. Got that ripped. You know, it's just garbage cans in the cafeteria. This is as a kid.
Yeah.
But then when I moved to Long Island, it was different. It was less fighting and stuff like that. People didn't really do that. But then once I hit my senior year in high school, we started partying with other, other people from different places and stuff like that. We started, brawls in the clubs and all of that. But in 2008, when I started boxing, I never got into a street fight after that.
Okay. Now, you seem like a pretty humble dude, laid back.
Yeah.
Now, when you cross over, the big time, we get the pay-per-view fights and everything,
Yeah.
Or you gonna be one of them cats that took a lot of smack at the premiere or whatever, at the square off, or you gonna be laid back doing the joint, or how's your demeanor gonna be?
I think, my style, my personality is similar to my boxing style, period. I fight flashy and stuff like that too, but I'm more of a counter puncher. So I'll counter you. If you talk crazy, I could talk with the best of them.
Okay.
But overall, nah, I don't think I'm not gonna be that person unless you start. You know what I mean? You start, I'll finish it. Outside the ring, inside the ring. We do it.
So you think was one of the best trash talkers in the game?
Floyd was good. Muhammad Ali was really good. Trash talkers. Danny Garcia's father's good.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious. AB, I like AB. He's like, AB. He's entertaining. He's entertaining. It's cool to watch, but sometimes he take it too far. But yeah, who else was out there?
You got my yoga. Ricardo Mayorga, that boy was off the hook with his trash talking, man.
Yeah.
Roy Jones?
Roy Jones, yeah, he had a little bit of that too, yeah.
Hopkins,
yeah. I like Floyd back when he fought De La Hoya and Hattie and all of that. That was really when he made his name.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Came out
Yeah, that's the clean thing. That was the big fighters at the time,
Yeah,
that he fought.
right? And it's so funny because leading up to that De La Hoya fight, I had, I always write ideas down, and that's one of the ideas I had. I'm like, yo, boxers is from the hood, like rappers or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to be a special type of person to be a boxer.
Sure.
And I'm like, if you follow these cats around, it'll make for good TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if the camera was to follow you around 24/7, what would the people expect to see, man?
Oh man, me and my boys, we crazy, man. I act all relaxed and laid back and stuff like that. That's a part of me too. But we turn up too. We have a good time. Shake jokes, non-stop jokes.
Okay.
Always cracking on people.
Typical hood shit.
Yeah, regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? A few of my boys, they drink and stuff like that. But I stay away from it or whatever. Play ball, regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? What else? Acting up in the barbershop, how that go. I grew up in the barbershop, used to work there and all that.
Okay, you cut hair or?
Yeah, I do actually, but I do it on the side, like free time and stuff like that. I go to school, graduate in December.
What you go to school for, man?
I got my associates in business administration. I'm getting my bachelor's in politics, economics, and law. See, that's another reason why I don't carry myself all crazy too, because there's a stereotype that boxers have, like this is our only way out, and stuff like that. I boxed by choice. I didn't start boxing in 2008. I was already in college. You know what I'm saying? But it's a sport, and a sport that I'm really good at. You know what I'm saying? I'm talented, so I'm not talented. I'm God gifted.
I'm asking this, it's a hardball question, whatever, not personal here. But I hear a lot of boxers, they talk about where they're from.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially in a sport like boxing, you just said you got a lot of God-gifted talents or whatever, you have other plans or whatever. So, you get into a situation where you're hurt, where, it look like you're not going to win, or you're going to dig as deep as somebody who, straight from the slums, and like Manny Pacquiao, who grew up in, in the Philippines, and this is all that he has. This is his life. You feel me? You think that, you think that you're going to be able to pull that about you in a tough situation like that? Because you said you never been hurt in a fight or anything, you know. So these are questions that you're gonna have to ask about yourself.
Yeah, you can't teach hard, man. You have it or you don't.
That's true.
And I done got in some tough fights. You know what I'm saying? You know, the dude don't just have that power to be tough. You know, what if he's a runner or whatever the case may be? You gotta adjust to the style, and it's frustrating. So you got his own mental. You gotta keep that mental composure. But yeah, like I said, you can't buy heart. Like either you have it or you don't. So you could have been born in a rough, you know, upbringing, but that don't necessarily mean you have heart. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but the way I see myself, I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in Queens, I lived in Long Island. So I'm from New York.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go through the struggle to kind of see it and kind of feel it in a sense. I'm not gonna feel it as much as you. I mean, that person that been through it, whatever the case may be. But I just have it. I got that heart. I got that thing you can't teach. You can't teach heart. I got that. So
yeah, actually is. Do the game plan go out the window when you get punched?
I'm ready to fight. If you go to YouTube and see that last fight with this dude, he catch me with the right hand. I back up into the ropes, and then he gets dropped right after that. It's time to fight. No more boxing. Let's fight. That's why I look at a lot of these fighters, like, it's like they're losing every round. Yo, take us to the streets. What y'all doing? I'm turned up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what? This is, cause you losing boxing is kind of a setback. Right. That affects your money. You win this fight, your money go up. You lose this fight, your money stays the same or go down. So, you know, like I said, I'm trying to feed my family and build a legacy. So I'm leaving it all in the ring every time I step in there. Every single time. We gonna bang, we gonna brawl, we gonna box, we gonna street fight, we gonna do something. Like I got another fight. This dude, I feel like he's holding me too much, and I just threw him on the floor. I got tight, I got frustrated.
You lose points for that?
Nah, the referee warned me, but they warn you first. You do it again, you lose points. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I dig deep, regardless. I've been in tough fights. For dudes with 200 fights, 150 fights. You know what I mean? So I'm here.
Let me ask you: when you make it like really huge, like nationally huge, and somebody offers you money to take a fall, are you going to do like all the other boxers been doing?
Oh, you think that's what they do?
They do. Are you going to do it?
Never, because legacy is more important than money to me.
You know, it's like they have to, right? It's like a mandatory, like, yo, you have to like take this fall because your time is over. Like, we got to give it to somebody else. Are you ready to be like, I'm not doing that? Like, okay, well, how about we just do some crazy shit to where you're going to have to? I mean, point is, you're going to have to. Are you going to take yes or no?
No, because it's not about the money. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I wouldn't do that. Because, like, I feel like I'm a walking business, right? So I'm building a brand. You know, I have God-gifted clothing. You know, one day I have God-gifted promotions, which is a boxing company. I have God-gifted construction. See, I have it planned out. Okay. I'm serious. It's gonna be all under the God-gifted umbrella. You see the logo.
Yeah.
So we're gonna build a brand. That's why school is important. This is if that's all you have, that's the only lane you have is boxing. There you're gonna take that forward. It's not the only lane I'm having. I'm gonna have it. It's gonna be open season here. The money check's gonna be coming from left and right. So, nah, I'm never taking no forward.
So, are you not worried about any monkey wrenches? Because you know how people make plans and they're supposed to go like this, but there is such thing as a monkey wrench.
For sure, but I have a saying: hard work pays off in some way, shape, or form. Just continue to work hard. Hard work is gonna pay off in some way. It may not pay off the way you thought it was going to ideally, but it's going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dedicated myself to the sport, and then I got a sponsor through Slowbucks. You know what I mean? Slowbucks sponsored me for a while, and then they brought me to Vegas. That connected me with Mayweather. I never thought that was gonna happen, but the hard work brought me there. You know what I'm saying? And God's favor brought me there. So it just happened like that. So I told my boys, I said, listen, I guarantee you I'm going to a Floyd Mayweather fight before he retires. And boom, 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 pieces just start coming together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have it ideally planned out. I don't know, when I'm gonna start this promotional company or this construction company or whatever, but I have ideas. As long as you're thinking, constantly thinking, and stay on your toes, you stay sharp. When you stop thinking, you're not alive. You're not living. You're not really just existing. You're just not really living.
Okay. Now, the clothing line, God's Gifted, right?
Yeah.
When was it established?
2013. That's when I came up with the clothing line, but I had the name God Gifted probably since 2010. Yeah. So Titus God Gifted Williams, and then basically I had promotional shirts.
Okay.
It said God Gifted on the bottom, because that's my nickname. Had a verse in the Bible, stuff like that. So I went to my designer that did the promotional shirts. I said, yo, give me a logo for God Gifted, because I feel like
Up and coming amateur boxer. You know what I mean? The best boxer in the tri-state area.
the logo, and I fell in love with it. I was like, yo, this is it. This is the one. So let's throw it on some shirts. You put on some shirts, and then we just started like selling like crazy, man. God Gifted Clothing, baby. GodGiftedClothing.com. We got the Instagram, God Gifted Clothing.
That's what's up.
We got
Open your
Twitter.
jacket. Why you talking?
Okay.
Yeah, let me
We
see
got
it.
it. We here, we working. So,
I like it. It's a nice logo.
thank you. It's catchy. People like it. We got the hats dropping. I'm about to do the basketball team for L1 Memorial.
Okay.
The socks and all of that, So we growing. I got a major, support system, between on a high level Mayweather and them, and then my community they back me up big time. So they support me. People support my church, everybody, like my family. I sell all over the country, so.
Oh yeah? So you shipping them out, huh?
Yeah, we shipping them out. I feel blessed,
Wow, that's what's up, man. That's a beautiful feeling, man. You boxing, you got the clothing line popping, you branding yourself.
You heard me dang, shit, man.
Be your boss, that's right. That's right.
Your boss.
Every time she hear that, you
That's
get all
right. That's my
excited.
boo.
Tell
Be
the
a
people.
boss. I'm a boss ass bitch. You gotta be a boss ass dude. So
If you're not a boss, that's your daddy.
that's right.
Little extreme, but little extreme. But it goes back to mentality, man. You gotta have a certain type of mentality to get to a certain place. He's very extreme, but like when Floyd says all work is easy work. It's not necessarily easy work. It's just you're playing with the mind. It's psychological. You're playing with your psyche, so it makes you go that extra mile. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself. If you say it's hard, your body gonna shut down on you. So Thursday, easy work. Barclays Center, 7:30 p.m.
Now, what if I be televised too?
It'll be televised all summer, but not live.
Oh,
So they're gonna have it on. I believe it's SNY. I believe.
oh yeah.
And they'll play it all summer. Be prepared to see a live fight. You know what I'm saying? I've been hurting dudes since Bond. Cause I know he hungry.
Yeah.
Dude
He
you
want
beat
that
me.
rematch.
You beat me, you get a name, and he want the rematch.
Yeah.
You're not on my level.
You not on your level?
Different. It's different.
You
I'm showing I've been here before.
He said you're not on his level.
You
I
know.
hope we hear that, man.
But he tough though. So give credit where credit's due, but it's a different level.
Definitely. Now, once you make it big time and everything, are you gonna stick with just same team, or if another trainer and everything approach you or want to take you under the wing?
Yeah, my team is good, man. I like my team. As long as I'm constantly learning, progressing.
Yeah.
You gotta always go where you're gonna learn, you progress, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. But yeah, right now the team is strong. My coach is Joe Higgins from Freeport. We got pros out there. Sean Monahan, shout out to him. He's undefeated. Signed with Top Rank. We got Patrick Days. He's with DeBella Entertainment. And I'm next up. And we're gonna see who I beat with. It'll be somebody big though, I'll tell you that.
Hopefully see
Looking
you.
at Al Heyman, man, the coincidental list. That's what you might be on if you sound with Al Heyman.
What
You know, a
is
lot
that?
of the coincidental list.
Oh yeah. That's
You know, Al Heyman, he can't do anything right in the industry.
That's the wig list.
You know what I mean?
A lot of funny things, funny business. Listen, you gotta go with the people with the power, man.
Right.
Why not?
So what you think about that deal that they got over there with CBS?
Love it, man. Love it. It's bringing boxing back to network TV. It's making it bigger. It's bringing it back to the homes, the essence, of it. People need to see it, and it's a bigger gateway for fighters like myself coming up. I sound with Al. You could just throw me on Channel 4. Is this Channel 4?
And Channel 4 is gonna come up. Yeah,
Channel 4.
They're doing fights now. So what do you say to the people that say that boxing is like a lost art now? It's not what it used to be, especially with the MMA popping off. So it's big right now, the MMA.
Yeah.
So what do you say to the people that think boxing, they say it's going to be the last big fight, Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you say to all the people out there that say that?
I would say boxing is not just about knockouts, because that's what really, I guess you say, changed the game. Because back then it was just heavyweights, and dudes was getting knocked out, and that's what people wanted to see, knockouts.
Right.
Roy Jones, what he was doing, knocking dudes out, and that's what was entertaining to the people, to the fans. But boxing is an art. You know what I'm saying? It's technical. You got to use your brain. It's a science to it. So you know you gonna get some knockouts for sure, but understand the craft of it. You know what I mean? Because you're not always gonna get a knockout, but it's a good sport. It's an art. It's art. You know, museums they boring, right? But we appreciate the art, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate the art. Museums get the most love. What's going on? But they trying to play boxing. I don't get it. But yeah, that's what I would say. Just appreciate the sport. You know, enjoy it, man. Because not everybody can do it, and not everybody chooses to do it. Right. Everybody has the heart and the guts to do that. So.
All right, so I'm gonna say a couple names. All right, and you tell me your first thought about the names. All right.
Oh man.
Kovalev.
Peace.
All right, Triple G.
Power.
Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto. I think he's tough. Tough.
All right, Nonito Donaire.
Fast.
You know stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got a few more.
We be testing. Roll with it.
We got it, Vladimir Klitschko.
The jab, man.
James Toney.
Shoulder roll.
Floyd Mayweather.
Better shoulder roll. Sharp. Everything about him is sharp.
Sean Porter.
He tough. He like a bulldog.
Cal Brock.
Smart boxer from the UK. American Speed.
I won't gonna say him next. I'm about to take it to a whole nother level. Carl Froch.
Crafty. Like his body movement is a little crafty. I like it.
Alright. George Groves.
Don't know him. You got me. I don't know that person. Who's that?
Alright, yeah, that's the last guy Froch knocked out. But
I gotta watch him. I gotta.
Andre Ward.
Oh, genius. He hasn't lost a fight since he was 12 years old.
And this boy, let me ask you, you watched that Super 6 tournament?
Yeah.
That they had. What you think about him and Andre Durrell not fighting each other?
First of all, I think we should have more tournaments in boxing. I think it'll be bigger. It'll bring the fans to watch it more. But I don't know, man. Durrell disappointed me, man. He got a lot of talent, a lot of speed. He got that special speed. He got that that Roy Jones speed. He's fast. So yeah, it just showed to me you lack heart. You lacking something. You're supposed to get in there. The best supposed to fight the best. So even if Durrell would have lost that fight, which he probably would have, it would have been competitive, and he would have had bigger fights lined up. You know, because that one loss it don't break you when you at that level. But they should have fought. But Andre Ward, I feel like, still would have won. Too smart.
Definitely. He's definitely one of the smartest in the game. People always talk about smarts. Like Floyd Mayweather always say that he don't care if a fighter got speed, power, or whatever. He said the thing that separates him is his brain. And I noticed that when you talk about your interview, you always talk about, the brains that you have in the ring.
Yeah.
All right, so like you said, we was talking about Manny Pacquiao. I'm sure you don't think you're ready for Pacquiao now, or do you?
Nah.
You don't? All right.
Keep it 100. His speed is blinding, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what it is? He don't throw one punch at a time. Everything is a combination. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a combination. His agility is nice. Like, guys like that, yeah, I'll learn from him. I'll take a spot later.
I feel you. And, we was talking about Lomachenko earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy came from, his first fight he fought for a championship belt?
Yeah, for a world title. Yeah.
You think you ready for that, or you want to take the steps, the normal steps, like Gary Russell, who people say took soft competition to his, 24th, 25th fight?
we're not gonna take that route. We're not gonna take either one of those routes. But we're gonna work out. We're gonna take it. You're gonna take us our steps. You know what I'm saying? You know, take your time to get to the top of the ladder. You get there. You know, sometimes jumping, skipping steps, stuff like that, you end up falling, you break your neck or something. I don't know. Babying yourself by fighting these soft competitions, it gives you false confidence. You know, you think you're the man, you're knocking everybody out, makes you think you got power, but then they put you in a beast with like Lomachenko. If you would have been fighting sharper guys, he'd have probably did better. He got outclassed because, you know, who's he been fighting?
Right. So earlier you said that you know, you have a couple people that you learn from.
Yeah.
And you said it's all about the business or whatever. But honestly, how would you feel about facing somebody that mentored you coming into the game?
Coming into the game. Well, I would have to. How would I feel about fighting? Like, I have to be somebody like Danny Jacobs. How would I feel about fighting?
Exactly. How would they feel if they wanted you to face an over the hill Danny Jacobs? Basically, they set you up to look good.
Oh yeah, we gotta get him out of there. I love you, wow. But we gotta get you out of there. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's business, man. It's business, never personal. It's always business.
Well, it's a lot of people that don't know too much about boxing. Let them know a little bit about Danny Jacobs' story. You know, he definitely got a story.
Danny Jacobs, that's my big bro right there. Danny Jacobs was the man in the amateurs. You know, came out the amateurs. 2007 went pro. He signed with Al Heyman. He was undefeated for a while. So he had a championship fight against Pirogue, Dimitri Pirogue.
Yeah. Hell of a fighter too.
Yeah. He's a beast, man. I think his situation is unfortunate too. I think he got back problems or something like that. But anyway, Danny Jacobs. That week, his grandmother actually passed away a couple of days before the fight. You know, and then right after the fight, he actually, you know, unfortunately got knocked out that fight. He found out after the fight that maybe a couple of days or so after the fight, he had cancer. So I don't remember the name of it, but basically it was eating away at his spine. So, you know, his career was in jeopardy and stuff like that. So he had to, you know, go through the whole process. When you have cancer, the chemo and everything like that. So the doctor said he'd probably never be able to box again, you know. And then a few times me and Danny, we met up, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about me too. Like I was told that I have a gift, you know, a special gift, like of healing. So when you say God get the hands, it's just all around, you know. And me and Danny, we sat down and we ate dinner and we talked. And I told him, I said, bro, God is gonna bring you through this. And when He does, your career is gonna go to a whole nother level. Like you think the success you got before was something, this is gonna go to a whole different level. And we sat there, we prayed, and that was it. And you know, thank God he's healed. He went through the surgery. You know, he's cancer free. And he became a world champion. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a world champion before that. You know, he fought for the title, and he won it in Brooklyn. You know, his commercial play during the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's special. He's
a commentator now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's just doing it, man. And much love to him. And I remember before I met him, I reached out to him through Facebook. I was a young boxer coming up, and I just needed advice, you know. So I hit him up, and he hit me back. Surprisingly, hit me back. So that's for if you like in basketball. That's like if you hit up, you know, LeBron when he was coming out of high school. It's like, yo, this dude really hit me back. Like so from there we ended up building. And ironically, my sister worked with his girlfriend. Wow. Ironically, so just connected. So I hear her in the room talking on the phone. She's like, yo, Danny Jacobs. I'm like, you don't know him. Whatever. Long story short, she calls me to meet him. You know what I'm saying? And then just from then, it just, you know, we developed a real, you know, bond, a real relationship. And he, you know, he's been helping me ever since, still to this day. He's one call away. He dropped my clothing line in Puerto Rico. We fought out there, you know. So he's a good dude, you know what I mean? So, yeah, much love to him.
So,
so if I take that back though, if I had to fight him, I wouldn't fight him, bro.
I
gotta take that back, man. Rewind.
Now, what was the biggest venue you fought at?
Barclays Center.
Center?
I had no other feeling like that ever. I walked, cause you know in the amateurs you fight at like little gyms and stuff like that. halls. you fight at schools.
Okay.
You know, like schools and stuff like that. Gymnasiums, stuff like that. So when I came out the tunnel and I seen the arena, all them people, it was like, wow, like
16,000.
Something was in there, something like that was in there.
70,000.
But for me, crowds get me going. Some people shy away from the crowd. I see
Keep
a
up
crowd, I'm
energy.
ready. I'm like, it's showtime. You know what I'm saying? When I fight, I call it a performance. It's time to perform.
That's what's
Put
up.
in the
Now,
work every day. It's time to perform.
before we wrap this up, we need 2 things from you.
Got you.
We need your top 5 pound for pound fighters right now, and we need a prediction on the big fight. So start it off with your top 5.
Top 5 right now. Pound for pound.
Not no
number-
order, just 5.
Oh, just for, well, you know, Mayweather for sure. Andre Ward, Pacquiao.
Ring the out, you don't forget that.
Oh
man.
yeah. Ringing down. Yeah, for sure. He's a beast. Help me out. One more. Who's one more? Ringing down 4.
You know what I'm gonna be?
Yeah, you know, I always got some people. I put Timothy Bradley up there, but a lot of people ain't gonna agree with
5?
that. You know, I put him in the top 5.
No, man.
He
He tough.
killing
He
it.
tough. He tough. Now he tough. It's just and skillfully, he's showing more skill than he used to. He used to just brawl, like, you know.
How about Kell Brock? I mean, he could be up in there now.
Nah, I don't think so. Not yet. That's my opinion, though. I don't. Not yet. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna stick to 4.
Stick to 4, alright.
Nah, I mean Klitschko. You know, he always in there. People don't put him up there.
Yeah, you got.
But he ain't
you got
lost
to.
in what? Close to 10 years, man. That boy,
Yeah,
boy is a
you have
beast.
to. When it comes to numbers on line, you gotta put them up there. You know.
Get Klitschko in there.
Yeah.
Now, give Yak Radio in the loop your official prediction on this fight May 2nd.
Mayweather late stoppage.
Oh.
What that
What,
mean?
body shot,
Let the
head
people
stop?
know what that mean. Late stoppage.
Oh, he gonna knock him. He might TKO him. Nah. If you get, I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's tough.
It's gonna be a TKO or a KO, a knockout or
So he's
technical
definitely going
knockout.
down. Pacquiao's going down.
He's going down. I gotta remember, Floyd, the last 5 opponents or whoever, they were all heavy to him. They all came in 160, 165.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao's coming in 150 probably. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
maxed out
And-
at 150.
Exactly, and he's like 5'4". He might be too small for Floyd, and he coming in with all that. He gonna get hit with something hard. Floyd looking big right now. He been chopping wood and all of that. You see that? He not playing. He getting back to the roots. I say Pacquiao going out.
When you get in Vegas to see the fight?
I might go. I'm gonna see after this fight. You know.
Okay.
Let the people know. You said something very interesting prior to what you were saying. Floyd is one of the best counterpunchers in the game. Probably one of the best counterpunchers ever.
Sure.
And you said something about Manny Pacquiao's feet. He basically his feet are he got fast feet. However, when he leans in to throw punches, like you said, he's leaning forward a lot of times. He got his chin open. He's stepping over himself, even though his feet are fast.
Yeah.
He does step over himself a lot. Mayweather take that one step back. He got one of the best check left hooks in the game, man.
What people don't realize is that Floyd is one of the best, if not the best, right now at keeping distance. So all them other guys that was standing in front, being a heavy bag, taking all them combinations, Floyd gonna keep him at the end of the stick like this. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm measuring you, I'm working on my timing with the right hand. So as soon as you jump in, he gonna get cracked. I'm telling you, he gonna get cracked. So and the step back left hook is nice too. Yeah, the check hook. That's what Ricky Hatton got put into the turnbuckle with.
Yeah, eat that, right?
Yeah, eat that. But I feel like we're gonna see a different Floyd, man. We're gonna see a more aggressive Floyd. I feel like watch Floyd throw the first punch in the fight. You see
Of course, he might run across the ring and throw the first one.
You see how he did with Canelo? You just brought it to him. Then he outboxed him.
What you talk about the mental thing too. You gotta let somebody know
Yeah,
in life in
I'm
general,
the
not
boss.
even just in boxing. Exactly.
Like what's the name said?
Sherelle, get it right. What's the name?
No, Dame. The
Dame.
boss.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sherelle said it too, because I'm one Dame's dick.
Crazy.
You hear that? Hit up in the loop, man. If you want to talk to Sorrel, tell him again what you say. Not that again, just in different words, man. You feeling the style? Let the man know.
I love you, Dane.
Alright, we about to sign off, man. Any shout outs, I mean? Let them know what about the closing line, I mean, the fight and everything. Shout it all out before we sign off.
Yeah, man. Be there at Barclays Center, April 2nd. Show starts 7:30. I got the 5th bout, so I might go on like 8:30. But just know you're gonna see a show. Come out. You know, this is the beginning of something huge. You might as well hop on the wagon now before it take off. You know what I'm saying? God gifted clothing. You know, that's the brand. You're gonna hear a lot about that in the future. And we working exit 13, Elmont, Long Island. I rep the whole New York though, man. I got New York on my back. You gonna see me on the billboards one day too.
Yeah,
in the
hopefully,
city.
God willing, man.
God willing.
I think we will.
So, you know, much love to y'all for having me.
Yeah.
My gym, Freeport, PAL, you know, boxing club. We working. We here. And,
Give them the IG name when you start.
my IG is